With the timepiece that is currently dubbed the best bargain watch of the year, Christopher Ward shook up the market. Such a title does not come without sufficient justification, so in our video today, we'll discuss what is arguably the most avant-garde timepiece Christopher Ward has just unveiled and why it has been named the best bargain watch of the year. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, straight off the bat, not everyone is gonna love the latest watch from Christopher Ward, titled the 12, which from their perspective is something they'd been anticipating. And as weird as it sounds, somewhat of a success, since Christopher Ward wanted the watch to make a statement, not the other way around. While being in the oven for a number of years now, and following the fashion trend left behind like the Tissot PRX, the 12 from Christopher Ward comes crafted from steel with 4 dial colors to choose from, which are Glacier Blue, Nordic Blue, Basalt Gray, and Arctic White. However, if you want to splurge, there's also a titanium option up for grabs that comes in 2 different colors, which are Astral Blue and Nebula Purple. Both watches also come with applied indices, and this makes mixing and matching that much more impactful and visually pleasing. However, if you're under the impression that these beautiful color options and visuals are the key aspects of this watch, if you'd be wrong. It's actually the uniquely textured dial that vaguely resembles a chessboard and radiates a sense of elegance, grandeur, and luxury. Made up of a significant number of detailed squares, the overall design complements the iconic logo of Christopher Ward and adds a small dash of vintage 1980s vibe to the watch that just screams swing music and jukeboxes. However, the geometrically integrated look dates back even earlier than that. The iconic look of the watch was first pioneered back in the 1970s by legendary designer Gerald. Christopher Ward often acknowledges the impact and influence that has shaped not only their watches, but a significant number of brands as well. Now you might be wondering, what's the story behind the name? The name comes directly from the dodecahedron in the bezel, and working its magic within the 40mm case is a solid SW201 in the steel variant, and a comparatively more sophisticated COSC certified SW300 by one movement in the titanium variant that comes with a 56-hour power reserve, while the former can run for 38 hours. Both these movements are proudly put on display, courtesy of an exhibition case back. Now, we can all agree that the bracelet is an iconic part of the watch that gives the watch its iconic and holistic design, and the 12 is no exception, as it comes featuring solid full-width removable links that can guarantee a perfect fit for any wrist. However, there's also a rubber strap available as an option if you're into that kind of stuff. This amount of customizability and adaptability basically turns it into a sports watch that's being designed to brandish on a bracelet, and how they succeeded. Christopher Ward has come up with a watch that throws away everything the other brands have previously produced and takes a prideful seat on top of your wrist, knowing nothing like it has ever been made before. A clear statement was made through the Watch 12, and thus signaled a brand new direction in the design language in the unforeseeable future. Oh, let's be forget. Why is it called the best bargain watch? When you consider the price of the big boss like the Royal Oak and Nautilus and how they keep sliding upwards, we are pretty sure you notice a series of smaller and more affordable watches, and Christopher Ward just jumped right in. In order to purchase a Christopher Ward the 12, you can pretty much get a solid starting point without spending $1,000. Starting at just $995 for the base variant, and $1,825 for the titanium variant. This is one of those watches that you will get immense value out of without having to spend a fortune. With the 12, Christopher Ward has apparently answered the prayers of watch fans all over the world, who prefer the watch that ticks every box, while keeping the price down to a minimum. And the most interesting part, they've just begun. That was my opinion as to why the 12 from Christopher Ward is the best year-end deal on a watch. How do you feel about Christopher Ward the 12? Does it also grant your supplications? We'd love to hear from you, so please let us know. If you want more content like this in your feed, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon.